I'm in Amsterdam today and I just went to one of my favorite bakeries here in the city, which is called Saint John. They have the most amazing pastries, so I just went there to get something for breakfast. I got the almond pistachio croissants. I'm gonna go enjoy this, and then I want to go for a little solo coffee date to this cafe that I've never been to because there's so many cafes here. This one's called Café Basquets and it's been here for quite a while now, but I've just never been, so I want to go there for a little coffee. To meet a friend for coffee, and I'm really excited because we're just gonna catch up and then we'll see what we get up to for the rest of the day, because it's actually a really sunny day in Amsterdam today. So we're probably just gonna walk around, maybe stop by a market or something and just make it a fun day. And I got her some flowers, so I'm heading to another one of my favorite cafes to meet up with her, and I'm just really excited because I've actually never met her in real life. So yeah, let's go get a matcha.
You cannot make a mistake. Nothing to do about the rain. Just that the seasons change. So there might just come a day you wake to the sun in your face, and you will not feel this way.
I'm at home, as you can see, and I'm just having a very laid back Friday night, which I'm really excited about. I'm honestly so tired, and getting home actually took way longer than it was supposed to, but we made it home, and now I'm just gonna spend the rest of the night in bed, and I'm honestly super excited. I have my laptop with me because I want to do some Pinteresting. Is that a word? Probably not, but I want to look on Pinterest for some inspiration. I want to watch some YouTube videos, maybe some Netflix, because it's September, so I'm thinking of restarting Gilmore Girls because that's just the best show to get into the fall spirits. And I think tonight we're going to stick to some YouTube videos, and I also want to read because I actually started this book today. This is Everything I Know About Love by Dolly Alderton. I've had this book for a while, and the reason why I started it today is because I was reading a different book, Normal People by Sally Rooney, and I've heard so many good things about this, but for some reason I'm just not the biggest fan. I don't know, just the way of writing kind of doesn't get me into the story, and I do kind of like the story, but I'm just not really getting into it. I have about 100 pages left, and I started this one today because I just really wanted to read something different, and I don't know, today was just not the vibe for this book. So I took this one and I started it, and I honestly can't say much about it because I just started. But I think I actually might continue this one tonight because I have about 100 pages left, and I do want to know where the story is going. I don't know, I'm not convinced that I don't like it, but I'm also not like, oh, I want to keep reading it because I'm so excited. Like, I just don't know how I feel about this book, but I think I'm gonna read this tonight. I also made myself a cup of tea, so it's gonna be a cozy night. I feel like I barely vlogged today, but on the other side I did vlog everything I did because I just didn't really do much. Honestly, the only thing I did today was get a coffee and then a lot of matcha, and it was amazing. I love that so much. Like, that's literally my favorite thing to do. And I went to a few of my favorite cafes. I went to a new cafe, and it was just really good. We got to catch up over a couple of matchas, and then we just walked around and went to a few bookstores actually, but the one book that I wanted to get, they didn't have it, which low-key is good because now I didn't have to spend any money because I wasn't allowed to let myself buy any book except for the book that I really really want to get, which is a 7-year slip. So I'm definitely gonna get that like sometime in the fall season, but I really want to read that book. But we just had a good time today, and it was a really sunny day, and honestly I have to admit I love summer, but I'm so excited for like the cozy season, like wearing sweaters. I'm wearing a sweater now, but it's actually really warm, but I just really want to wear a sweater. It's just nights like this because the colder months are also like less busy than the summer months, so I'm honestly really excited for them. This is just the best vibe I could have gotten tonight, and it's already like 9 p.m. because I got home so late. So yeah, I want to finish by reading this book, and I thought I had about 100 pages left. Let's see, 106 pages left, so we'll see how far I can get with that tonight. But I want to look on Pinterest and YouTube first, because Pinterest has actually been a big inspiration for me recently, and I'm also just looking on it more because we have a couple of things around the house that we want to change, because I feel like when we moved last year, this is gonna sound so cringe and like extra, but I feel like I was kind of a different person. Like I have a lot of things that I wouldn't have chosen now and that I wouldn't like now, so there's like a lot of things that I would love for it to be different. The same goes for my clothing. I just have a lot of things that I just don't wear anymore, and I don't think I will wear them again. I don't know, I just feel like we've both just been kind of changing a lot this past year, and there's just a lot of things in the house that don't really align with us anymore right now. So we have a few things that we want to change, so I'm just looking at inspiration for that, and then we can kind of make a plan on how we're gonna do this, because honestly, changing your entire interior and wardrobe is kind of pricey and like impossible to do at the same time. So we're just taking it slow and doing everything like step by step, and just kind of making a plan of how we're actually going to achieve it. And looking for inspiration on Pinterest is actually helping, because then you can make like proper decisions instead of like going to IKEA and just randomly buying something and then not liking it anymore a week later, which is what happens to me usually. So I'm just really trying to find things that I actually really love, and I feel like I'm gonna love for like a longer period of time. But we've also just really noticed that for some reason a new house is just so much harder to decorate, if you get what I mean. Like this house is built last year. When we moved in, like we're the first people to live in this house. We feel like it's just so much harder to decorate a house like this than an old house. And for example, with like the images I found on Pinterest, a lot of the things that I really like are so simple, but you do need something that makes it look good. And with a lot of the old houses, you most of the time have very beautiful windows, and with a new house you just don't have windows like that, because they don't build it like that anymore, which is fine, but we just feel like it's a lot harder to decorate. So that's why we're not really finding our groove with it yet. I'm just gonna spend an hour on Pinterest and pinning everything that I like, and I'm gonna watch some YouTube and read my book.